What is going on, real estate family? And I'm really excited to walk you through today's video because I'm actually going to be walking you through how this top agent secured over 47 plus appointments in a space of about 3 months by utilizing the system all on autopilot. So as you know, no BS, I'm just going to jump straight into it. For more information, go check out more about me in the link in the description, or if you want to work with me closely, go check out the comment section. All right, cool. So quick intro about me. This is a new channel that I have. I'm not going to speak too much about that, but if you want more politically correct content, go check out King Listing. Here I'm giving away no BS and jumping straight into it. So if you want to find out more info about me, again, as I said, link in the description. Awesome. So cool. Let's jump straight into it, guys, because I really want to hammer down some amazing value for you guys in today's video. So what are some of the four, let me rather put it this way, what are the four problems that I've noticed most agents and agencies face? So after working with over 500 plus agents and securing over 2,000 deals for them, I've noticed that it really boils down to these four things. Number one is lack of predictable and consistent volume of leads, which is ultimately the lifeblood of the business. So I don't care if you have had 3 months of non-stop leads coming in. If it is not consistent month on month, you're only as good as your last month, then I don't care how amazing you are, how many years of experience you have. You need to have something better, faster, more efficient, and something more predictable. Okay, so if you're not doing it consistently month on month, year after year, then you need something that's more predictable and consistent. Another thing is the lack of predictable and consistent volume of qualified leads. So you're not in the business of lead generation, you're in the business of lead conversion. And many agents just assume that generating leads is enough. No, that is the first part of the battle. In fact, I'd even say generating leads is the easiest part. Getting qualified leads and a good volume, predictably and consistently, that is another whole animal. And I see many agents are just facing that right now at the moment, including agencies. Another big issue is the lack of consistent automated lead database reactivation. So what I mean by that is, are you actively engaging with your database? Many real estate agents send 1 or 2 emails once every blue moon. And it's not also just about sending an email. It's like, hey, are you looking to sell your house? That is not the best way to activate your database again. You need something a little bit more active. And I'll comment down below if you want me to show you some of my strategies where you can utilize iMessage or WhatsApp to actually reactivate your database, where you can actually build out and start quality conversations, which will then lead over onto a listing or a sale. And then lastly is the fear of implementation to using technology to automate all of the above. This is the big issue I'm seeing with most estate agents and agencies, is that majority of these owners are living like they're in the 80s, but they're utilizing smartphones. Like, how are you utilizing a smartphone and you're living in the 80s? For me, honestly, it's bullshit. Like, why are you so hypocritical? Why are you living a double life when you know for a fact that you need to be utilizing technology, but then you mask behind saying, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, no, this is not the best way to go. No, it's bullshit. You're just afraid. Just say that you're scared. Just say that you're a little as B word. Okay, I might have to limit the cuss words here. And just admit that. Admit that you don't know what you're doing. Admit that you're scared. Admit that you don't know what's on the other side. Admit that you are scared of the unknown. That is it. Once you can admit that, then hey, it makes life easier for everybody. Because then now that we've got that out the way, what can we do to fix it? This is exactly what I'm going to be showing you guys. So let's jump straight into it. Now, if this is you, and I know for a fact that you are ticking either of these boxes or all 4 of them, listen very carefully, because I want to walk you through the best system that's going to help you generate 47 plus appointments on autopilot. Okay, I can't guarantee that it's going to happen in a month or 2 months or 3 months, but it's going to give you consistent and predictable volume of leads. It's going to get you qualified leads. I'm also going to show you in terms of how you can reactivate your database. And guess what? You don't have to implement it, because our system will then help build it out for you. We have systems in place to build it out, right? Anyway, so let's jump straight into it. So this is what I like to call the AAA framework. Okay, the AAA framework is very simple. Okay, it is our automated AI appointment framework. That is literally just it. How can you get more appointments using AI, and it's all automated? This entire process will help you get there. All right, so I'm going to cover everything step by step, so listen very carefully. Make sure that you remove all distractions, because this is very important, but it's a very simple process. So let's jump straight here. So first things first is we like to run meta ads to attract leads. Now, some of you guys, I'm pretty sure you've ran ads in the past before. You either had good or bad experiences, or you know of someone who had a good or bad experiences. I don't care what they say, right? Screw all that. Okay, meta ads works if you know what you're doing. The problem is many real estate agents think that they know what they're doing. They think that they're experts at marketing and advertising and direct response advertising. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. The same way, if I'm sick and I need to go up, if I need to go for surgery, I'm not going to go and tell the heart surgeon that, oh, this stuff doesn't work. No, he's a specialist. He knows exactly what he's talking about. The same way I'm not going to go and represent myself if I had to murder someone and now my life is on the line, my freedom is on the line. Am I going to represent myself? I'm going to go get a professional who's been doing this for years. So why, when it comes to your business, you don't want to hire professionals? Because you heard from so-and-so who paid little as money, right, for a cheap ass marketing agency, or for a marketing agency where they had no experience, they don't know what they're talking about. Why do you automatically assume that you can do marketing yourself? It is a specialized skill. The same way when you have a seller or a buyer who thinks that they can sell or purchase their own home and they realize they get kicked in the ass later that, hey, this is actually difficult. This is the same process. I don't want to go on a little rant here, but it's very important to understand that this is a skill, guys. And if you have mastered the skill, then you never ever have to worry about how to generate leads. So because we've been doing this for about 7 years, I know down to exactly what type of ads get leads. And that is the beauty behind this, is that once you know how to speak to your market and have the right ads that can back it up to get their attention consistently, you're never going to go hungry again, because now you know how to attract people coming into your pipeline. But attraction is not enough. We need to qualify them. So just to quickly sum this up, we like to run ads on Meta to attract the leads. It's the fastest, it's the easiest, it's the best way. We've tried Google, we've tried TikTok, we've tried YouTube. Don't get me wrong, they are all amazing, but to get the best bang for your buck in terms of volume and quality, if done correctly, Meta is the best way to go. I've tried almost everything. Meta is the best way to go. This is actually one of the best performing ads we've tried. And again, we've got a ton of different ads. So normally what we like to do for our clients is that we will give you a library full of our best performing ads, and then you can pick and choose just to make your life a lot easier. So that's the first thing. We want to run ads on Meta to attract leads. Now, who's seeing these ads? It is your leads in your area, whether it's sellers, whether it's buyers, we'll be able to target them fully. So whether you are familiar with Meta or not, you can run targeted ads to people who live in the areas or people who recently have been in the area. But normally we will change that with the messaging of the ad just to make sure that we're targeting the right person. Now, it's also important to have a really good offer, because then if you have a really good offer, then that's going to get you more clicks. It's going to decrease your cost per lead, and it's going to help you overall increase the sentiment of your ad. So once we have that in place and they see your ad and they click on it, the next step over here is we need an AI agent that's going to call and qualify these leads. So back in the day, what worked in the past was just basically running ads to a lead form. Now that doesn't really work, but the lead form ads have really improved now, like this OTP numbers. Meta is really improving on that. But again, for us, it's really all about how can we automate this process to make your life a lot easier. So what we did in the past, we just used to run ads, okay, to a landing page, and that landing page will ask a few questions. That was the first phase. And then the second phase was having virtual assistants or ISA agents would actually go and call the leads. But then again, that was all limited to time, because these ISA agents could only call from a specific time and they wouldn't necessarily get to the leads immediately. So we were like, we need something that's going to help us get to these leads ASAP, because we know speed to lead is very important. Did you know that 89% of leads that inquire with a new business expect to be contacted within the first 5 minutes? But guess what? Here's the massive kicker. Most businesses only get back to those leads after 1 hour. And guess what? After 1 hour, these leads are turned off. The same way you go and approach a woman and you decided to only have the guts to go and talk to her after you had a couple of drinks and she's no longer interested. Yeah, because it took time for you to go and approach her. She turned cold. That's the same process here. So when we use AI agents, the whole purpose here is that they will call those leads immediately and qualify them. But now here's the thing. I get the question of, well, Wandile, I don't know if I want to use AI agents, because what if they don't sound personal? What if they don't sound like me? Well, we train those agents to sound very personal, to have a basic and a nice conversation, right? We're not too pushy and we're not too passive. We're more in the middle. And the core focus of this AI agent, and this is what we prompt them, is that be casual, okay? But be slightly assertive when it comes to booking an appointment, because yes, as much as we want to talk and, be nice and everything, we're here to run a business. And we're here to see if we can help you or not. So we ideally train them so that we can get them to ask the right questions so that those leads can give us exactly the information that we need in order for us to book an appointment. Now, because we have tons of experience when it comes to sales calls, man, I've learned from the top guys, right? Your Jeremy Miners, your Jordan Belforts, all these big guys. The core focus for us at the end of the day is utilizing those sales scripts and those sales strategies that's going to get your leads to open up, that's going to get your leads to really feel comfortable, and also by utilizing the right emotional tactics and strategies to get them to open up, which means that they're going to trust you a bit more. That is the best way for us to then book in those appointments with those quality leads. So the systems that we essentially use, I want you to go check out Synthflow. I want you to also go check out Vappy. Those are the two best ones I would say for right now. Vappy has got so many amazing tools and tactics if you want to build out your own AI agent. Another thing as well is you can also use softwares like AppointWise, for example. If you don't want to have an AI agent physically call, you can use AppointWise, which focuses mainly on WhatsApp, depending in terms of where you're based, but AppointWise is pretty solid. Now, once they have then booked the appointment, of course, we need to make sure that this person is qualified. Then they book the appointment with the lead. Now, what would quantify someone being qualified? Well, it all really depends in terms of their intention. So from a seller, we're qualifying their intention and making sure that they stay in the area that you're servicing. If they're buyers, we'll find a little bit more information just to make sure if they pre-qualified before we send them over the right direction, whether it's your mortgage broker, so that the mortgage broker can go do what they need to do best. And then lastly, then all you just need to do is go see them in person. Now, the nice thing about this is that this is an automated and a proven process for you to get in front of clients, because let's be honest, the only reason why you're not closing as much deals as possible is because you don't have an influx volume of leads coming in. You don't have an influx of quality leads. You don't have an influx of qualified leads that are coming in and talking to you. All right. Once you have that in place, you never have to worry about where your next deal is coming from. And that's the beauty around this AI system, is that this is all happening on clockwork. So where the leads come in at 2 a.m. in the morning, the AI agent is going to call them. That's the benefit around working with an AI agent. Whatever time this AI agent will call, whenever, wherever, no off days, no sick leave, no maternity leave, none of that, guys. It's going to work 24/7. Okay. But let's say, for example, they're not qualified. Then what? Now, here's the thing. I have the saying is that if you're in property, there's no such thing as a bad lead, because somebody's going to need a roof over their head. Whether they need to rent or whether they need to buy or if they need to sell, somebody will need property. So what we then do is we're going to store them in your database and we're going to send them automated value-based emails. Now, depending in terms of what campaign they're coming from, whether it's a seller campaign or a buyer campaign, we've got built-in emails that we send over to those leads every month or every 2 to 3 weeks, which is more value-packed and value-based to help educate them. Remember, guys, it's all about engaging in the conversations that's happening in your leads' minds. Okay, stop talking about yourself. Your leads don't give a damn about you. They care about their problems. They care about themselves. Your leads are very selfish. So you need to be selfless and give them exactly what they want. And in the emails that we build out on autopilot for you, we then make sure that that's in place, so that by the time that they're ready, the AI system follows up during and after 90 days. So that whenever they are ready, boom, and they say, hey, yes, I'm ready to start, the AI agent will then pick up on that email, give them a call, and then guess what? They back into the ecosystem again, book an appointment, and then you're all good to go. That is literally it. Once you have this process in place, you never have to worry about where your next lead is coming from, where your next deal is coming from, because all of this is happening on autopilot. Meta has no trading hours, it works 24 hours. This AI agent has no trading hours, it works 24 hours. Okay, now of course the only time limit is just your calendar. But the beauty around that is that you now have control. You've got a fresh funnel of leads coming in every single day. You get to pick and choose who you want to work with. And now you're just corely focusing on building relationships and closing deals. And everyone else who's not qualified will go into a database. We send them automated value-based emails. We will then make sure that every lead who's interested or every lead that opens up the email, the AI agent goes and calls those leads, finds out where they are in the sales process. And once they're ready, they come back into the ecosystem, set an appointment with you, and you do what you do best. It is literally That simple. That is how our clients secured over 47 plus appointments in a space of 3 months, all because of this on autopilot. So if you guys got a lot of value in that, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You want to find out more information and see the clients that I work with, go check the link in the description. My Instagram page is there. Connect with me. You can pop me a DM there, or click on the comment down below where you can book in a call with me if you want this exact same system built out for you so that you can start having an automated and a proven process to get in front of clients without having to do all the hard, heavy lifting work at the back end. I'll see you guys in the next one.